Please put your hands together for Monty Caldo.
That's my dad.
Alright, good evening. My name is Monty Caldo. And I'm here to talk about cooking with cannabis. I was really excited to hear the reaction to cooking with cannabis back there. So,
Yeah, weed!
yeah, weed. Weed and food. So, Adam mentioned that I am a classically trained pastry chef, and I am, why am I cooking with cannabis? Because I am a cannabis chef, as well as a classically trained pastry chef, and I am beginning the steps to become a legal caregiver in the state of Pennsylvania. It's really exciting, really. It's just fun, and then you get to help people with cannabis. So, real quick, cannabis is known by many different names. It is, cannabis originated in Asia, I'm not sure. It is also, there are many different parts to the cannabis plant. There's the bud, the stem, all the leaves. They are all used for good. They can all be used to, you know, help people with lots of stuff. The whole point is, it's not just about getting high, folks. It's a lot about getting high. But I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the legal gray area that is cannabis currently in the United States. Currently in the United States, we are seeing state-by-state legalization. But it is still illegal in the entirety. Federally, it is still illegal. So while the states can legalize cannabis use recreationally and medically, you can still get arrested by the Fed for smoking pot. As of 2012, we've started recreationally legalizing marijuana, starting in Colorado with Amendment 64, which is real fucking exciting. They started legal sell in 2017, I believe it was, and then Washington, Oregon, Washington, D.C. New Jersey is looking to possibly pass in the next year, is what Phil Murphy has said. So, why do we cook with cannabis? Well, not everybody wants to smoke and or vape cannabis. Not everybody can handle smoking or vaping cannabis. Why do we cook with cannabis? Simply because we fucking can. Edible cannabis doesn't need to be psychoactive. A lot of people do enjoy the psychoactive properties of it, but it doesn't need to be psychoactive. So, how do you cook with cannabis? You process your cannabis, you choose your medium, which is a fat and alcohol or finely ground powder. Recently, additions have been like THC or CBD crystals has been introduced. It is, within the last 10 years, the cannabis market has just ignited with product. You can get all sorts of shit. Most importantly, we have been able to separate the different cannabinoids. We now have access to cannabinol CBD oil, which has an insane amount of medical properties. It helps inflammation, seizures. It helps cancer patients. It helps epilepsy is a big one with cannabinol. THC, oh shit. So, you know, how do we process your cannabis? You gotta finely grind. You have to treat it like a dry herb. You have to finely grind it so that you get as much of the property as possible. It becomes a dark hunter green when it's processed, and in the decarb process, decarbolization, which is my next slide. Oh, I was on time. So deoxylation, that is when we take the cannabis and transform THC, tetrahydrocannabinol, THCA acid, to THC, which is the psychoactive chemical in cannabis. That without the combustion of decarb, you wouldn't be able to feel the the psychoactive features. You need combustion in order to create THC, in order to get high, basically. So mediums for cannabis, finely ground powder can be a cannabis flower. We have made tinctures, as well as oils, vaping oil, butters, fats. I personally use coconut oil in every one of my products that I make. Monty, I get it. It helps people medically. But like alcohols, cannabis comes in many different flavors or strains. How do you make sure you're making the best product for those that are seeking it recreationally? Time. A lot of fucking time, which I will talk about that. So, cooking methods. I have employed a double boiler, a slow cooker, and more recently a sous vide machine, which regulates temperature in a water bath. So you really never ever have to touch your product. You just stick it in a water bath, you set a time, forever how long you want, and then you just let it go. The sous vide is probably the best method, in my opinion, to get the best product. Tinctures are another one. Tinctures used to be a bitch to make. They used to take months on end of collecting or just taking like your herb, decarbing it and sticking it in alcohol for weeks. A sous vide eliminates all that. You can do it in less than 2 hours. Yeah, it's real fun. It takes a lot of fucking time. A batch of oil can take anywhere between 2 to 8 hours. I go 4 to 10. Tinctures used to take up to a month. They can take 2 hours in a sous vide machine with Everclear and your finest of buds. The longer it goes, the more potent it is. The higher you will get. Okay. The limit does not exist, what you could put in cannabis in. In my little company currently, I combine my pastry chef knowledge, my French pastry chef knowledge with cannabis. So while right now I have the basics of cereal bars with marshmallows, all the other shit, I have made marshmallows to infuse with cannabis. I've taken oils and butters, infused them. I make souffles. I've gotten people high on a souffle once. Now that we're winding down, cannabis can't kill you. You can smoke and smoke and smoke, and it's not gonna fucking kill you, unlike alcohol or any other recreational drug out there. But if you take too much, it's not gonna be a good time. Fucking learn your dose. Take your time. Eat a little bit at it at the time. If it doesn't hit you, maybe eat a little. If it does hit you and it's fucking wonderful, great, fucking fantastic. In conclusion, my name is Monty Caldo.